keeping our word and keeping the bond strong going with our daily live challenge. So far, we are here once again, keeping our word and keeping it going. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. It gets a little bit difficult sometimes to do all of these lives every single day. You may think it is as sweet as pumpkin pie, but I'm gonna tell you with no lie that it is. Sometimes it gets hard, a little bit difficult in order to do these every single day. And you know why? It's because we want to see the production, we want to see the fruits of our labor every single day. We want to see the fruits of our labor. We want to see what's the reason we're doing all this stuff and how is it working out for us. You know, I've been growing this channel and working and doing all these things to, you know, inform, educate, just give anything that I got that can help the next person, whoever hears it, grow, elevate, a gem, anything. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you can't handle like someone some money or something like that, but you can always give out some type of help to this world by your energy. And what do I mean by that? This is me exuding energy. If anybody who's ever been in the content game, if you record it and either have a podcast or you do any type of like content creation or whatever, you understand the energy it takes to be able to do that on a consistent basis. And my goal is to exert energy every single day in the hopes of helping someone else out. And this is one way of doing it. When I create my videos, that's another way of doing it is I'm taking the energy from myself to express to other people so it might help them. You know what I'm saying? That is something that I strive for every single day. How can I be impacting value to this world every single day? And that's what these videos are for. That's why I'm here. That's what this network is for. How can I be impactful every single day to someone in their life, in their journey? Because you know what changed my whole diaspora and changed everything for me in my life to kind of get me in a different path and kind of get me moving in a different direction is I had to have a very traumatic episode in life happened to me. And it's very funny. It's not funny, but it's very coincidental, even though I don't believe in coincidences, but it just shows the pathway of what things normally happen for certain people once they go through these type of life-changing circumstances in their life. I've spoken about it many a time. When my father died, that was my eye opener, rock bottom moment that shook the world and shook my whole life and everything that happened for me. That was it for me, is when my father died. Now, I had a friend right now. He has a YouTube. His name is Mateo Bolivia. He's an Argentinian. He does motivational videos. He's a content creator now. He has his own YouTube. That's why I say Mateo Bolivia. I actually have a podcast interview with him that's on my Patreon that's very exclusive because it wasn't meant for everybody to hear. And it was such a good episode. It was just such good, real intent and raw information on the basketball player's perspective. And as we were speaking, he just had this type of drive and this passion inside of him. And I was just like, he got to talking. And I always believe all you got to do is let people talk just long enough. They're going to tell you everything you need to know. That's so true. Just listen. Just take your time and listen long enough, and people will tell you every single thing that you need to know. I promise you. You don't have to fight with them. You don't have to try to figure something out, they're going to tell you everything you need to know. And I was listening to him, and his traumatic moment was his mother had died. And ever since then, he kind of started on this path, you know, working out, training, just the whole motivation, lifestyle, all this and that. And it's just like, I get it. It was that moment in time in life that just shook you to the core. And I try to get people to understand, like, don't wait for that to happen for you to make a change in your life. Don't wait for something extreme and you hit rock bottom. It's kind of hard to explain it to people when something like that don't happen to them. But the whole point is for you to understand that if you do not start working on your change for what you want in life, something is going to come in, force you to make a change. And you don't want to be forced to make a change. You want to willingly say, you know what? I need to get right. I need to get myself right. I need to get going. I need to do things to better my life. I need to focus on my finances. I need to focus on getting better, because life has a funny way of knocking you upside your head when you're not paying attention. And it will knock you back, and it will have you in certain situations that you never thought you would be in. Never thought you would be in. That's just the journey of it all, the progress of it all. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that you have to take advantage of the life that you got. Not anyone else can do it for you. Not anyone else could take advantage of the life that you have. Me coming on here and doing these lives, this is me taking advantage. Why? Because no one is forcing me to be here. No one forced me to come and just honestly speak my mind. Like this, like I said, this podcast name is the name of the network is ATB Network, which stands for Arnold's Thoughts Podcast Network. Why did I name it Arnold's Thoughts? Because the things that went on in my head at an expeding rate, I just say, you know what? I'm going to just get online and I'm going to just say what's on my head. And I'm going to just say, that's the name of whatever I'm talking about, Arnold's Thoughts. Because that's what's going on all the time. It's just my thoughts, but you just don't understand sometimes the thoughts that you have, how they help somebody else. The frequency that you carry, that helps someone else align with where they're trying to go in life. You being yourself and just doing whatever you feel like you're being called to do, that helps other people because they see you doing exactly what you know that you should be doing for yourself, for your family. It's nothing like walking and seeing somebody walking comfortable in their own flesh, in their own skin, in their own environment, in their own way. Like sometimes you just see people who just don't care about what nobody else say because they are understanding of where they're headed in life and they don't care about what everybody. This world is so look at me and try not to embarrass me and I got to look good for the gram and listen, man, that is fake. That is not real life. Real life is full of ups and downs. It's full of trauma. It's full of difficulties. It's full of love. It's full of a lot of things that's going to be down and you're going to be upset a lot of times. And it's not always all what you see on social media. Coming from a person that's on social media. I can tell you straight up it ain't like that. It's our job to pull out the most suspenseful things so you can enjoy it, so you can come back to see some more. And this on this channel is where I try to be as transparent to the basketball players, to, the younger generation, to even older people, whoever hear this, there's a saying that says, my sheep knows my voice. This, what I'm saying on a daily process, just in general, is not for everybody. Not everybody's going to be caring about what I got to say. Nobody's going to care about me explaining just how I'm thinking on a day-to-day basis, and me saying this is what I'm doing to build wealth, and this is where I'm at, and this is what today brought me, and this and that. Because not everybody's going to care about that. No, not everybody's in a situation in their life where they're trying to improve their life. You would think everybody in their life is trying to improve their life, but it's not true. Some people are content right where they're at. Some people are happy being in the victim mindset, being in the I can't do it mindset. That brings me to a point. I was speaking with one of my cousins. Man, I have the type of family that I have the type of family that they love drama. My goodness, they love the drama. I can't stand it. They love the drama. They love the, can you believe he said, she said this, and they did this to me and that. Oh man, it's something about just a Haitian household and everybody. If you do not focus, life will throw so much minuscule things at you that will distract you. And it's so consuming, just the frantic nature of just things that are not important. You know what I mean? My cousin called me last night, very close with him, and his mom, he's very close with his mom. They have the love-hate relationship. He's the last one. He's the last child, and he's the most like his mom. And his mom is the leader, and he's the leader, and they bump heads every single day, all the time. And it's just, I'd be caught right in the middle. And I'm like, I'm not going to be caught in the middle of y'all things that y'all got going on, because it's not going anywhere. You guys are talking about simple, like the most simple things that don't get us nowhere. Where is the conversation about when we're coming together to grow and put a business plan together, or we're investing in something together and we're having a family CEO board meeting on how we're going to improve this sector of our land and our business or something? It's not like that. It's about, can you believe he disrespected me and he did this and she talked to me this way, and can you believe your cousin said this and that? And it's just like, bro, my goodness, bro. Is this what it's always about? And if you don't change your mental environment, if you don't understand what and see what's really going on, you get caught up in it. And you just find yourself not being able to escape these negative traps that happen in this world. And a lot of it is through family, friends, people you're close with, because you're so attached to it. And as I was speaking with my cousin yesterday, he was saying, you know, my this, and that. And I had to be real with him. I'm the guy that I try not to be the hammer on the head, but if you're someone close to me, it's points in time, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm feeling. And sometimes that might not be, you might not want to hear it, because it's going to be something you don't want to hear. And I only do that because I want that accountability for myself, because I know there's a lot of things that I'm not doing that I should be doing, or I shouldn't be doing, or whatever the case may be, both ways. And I guess I just come from the era where I need someone to say, hey, you got to stop doing that. You need to get right. You need to tighten up. You need to do this. Like, I'm from that era. You ain't got to cuss me out. Maybe sometimes you do, just to put some fire up on me. Just say, I know you better than this. Get up, get your butt up, get your monkey self up and get right and tighten up. Nobody cares. Shut up and keep going and go harder. I don't care if you tired. That's why I love my best friend, Big Deuce, because he always be like, anytime, he's like, I don't care if you're tired. I don't care what day it is. I don't care about if it's annoying. I don't care. Put the work in. Go harder. You say you want this, then you need to go harder. You need to be better. You need to do, I don't care. Ain't nobody coming to save you. I ain't here to be your best. I ain't here, even though I'm your best friend, I'm here to tell you, you need to go harder. You need to do more. And I'm already doing, I don't care. Do more. Be great. Be better than great. Be better than what you was before. That's just who I am. That's the type of people I need around me. That's the type of spirit and energy that I have in my life. And sometimes it might not be receptive to everybody, because not everybody is like that. But so I have that nature about me. So he was just like, man, this, that, and the third, and I'm doing this. And I just had to say, you know what? Cuz I love you, but you wasting time. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat and tell you that you know what everything that you do is right. Everything that you're saying, you're sitting here calling, talking to me, telling me about this situation and that situation. That's fine, but you're wasting your time. You're trying to do everything else other than what makes you who you are. You are the most. I tell my cousin this all the time. I always tell him, you're the most talented person I've ever seen. You're one of the most talented people I've ever seen, and this is just in like all general aspects of just a talented person. Like a person with many talents, with many skills, with many different ambitions and things that he can do, like from designing. His music is amazing. Like he plays instruments. Uh, this guy plays. I've watched him play the drums, the piano, and sing all at the same time in church. He's playing the piano with one hand, beating the drums with the other hand, and has a mic here singing. And just a complete change and wave of emotion from everybody. And he's just moving the crowd with his energy. And I said, you're the most talented person I've ever seen, but you lack commitment. You lack commitment. You lack commitment. You lack drive. You lack commitment, bro. I understand you got things going on in your life with your personal life and this and that, but I'm gonna tell you something that no one ain't told me and something that we all need to understand. First of all, coming from as a black man, as people who weren't from this country, we came to this country, even if you were born in this country or not in America, one, we are all behind. As far as the economic system, we're behind. And we're all looking for someone to just come and pat us on the back and say, it's okay and you're going to get there when you get there. No, you're going to get there when you start and make a decision to commit to something and grind and go hard and to say that there is no other way other than winning. Winning in whatever decision and situations that you put in front of yourself of life. That is when things are going to change. I don't care that you have these other situations on in life. I don't care about all that. You need to start applying yourself. You're about to be 30. You waiting for someone to tell you this, and that. No, now is the time. Now is the time. Time is running out. The older I get, the more I start paying. The focus on time is so much more prevalent in my life, and understanding that we have to maximize every bit of it that we have. Once again, coming from an extremely dire, traumatic situation that happened in my life, father dying, that it just put the reality in place that, you know what, even though you're tired, even though it sucks sometimes, even though it bothers sometimes, still do it because you're now building for the generations after you. You're actually leaving something, you're leaving your energy and information and all this that we're doing, you're leaving this for the next one so they don't have to start back from the bottom, from nothing. Now they can't say, you know what, I don't know nothing because no one ain't never told me nothing. Well, guess what? I'm telling you right now, it's time to turn up. It's time to go hard. It's time to say, you know what, commit. It's time to commit. It's time to commit to everything that you say. It is time to commit to that drive and to that desire of wealth, that desire of outcome of life that you have. It's just time to commit. I don't care that the life is hard. Good. Get something out of it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. What you do, how you respond to life is what matters. It's not time to waste time. It's time to put it in overdrive. It's time to become that great person that you know that you have inside of you. We all waiting and looking for someone and saying, ain't nobody tell me and this and that and no nobody. Let's go. I'm telling you right now. So you have no excuse. You can't say no one ain't never believed in me and no one ain't never said that I couldn't do this. No, because I'm telling you straight to your face. As much as and the reason I tell him that and I say that, or when I talk to people, I explain it like this, is because I see the greatness in you. And even though you don't see it, I know that I cannot go my life without letting you know. And if you decide to let that squander and you decide not to do something with that, that's on you. But I know my job in life is to make sure if I have the opportunity to leave a piece of God's energy inside of you from the words that come out of my mouth to hit you, to tap into that, whatever that is deep inside of you and your soul, to ignite the fire, to the match, to ignite the fire, to get you going, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then I'm on my way. And you ain't gonna hear from me no more. But that's just the way it is, man. So that's all I got for this episode today, man. Commit to whatever it is that you want in life. It's time to commit. I'll catch you guys here on the next video tomorrow. I'm out.